I can stay on the ball and work some clock.
Yeah, that's fine too. If you want to do that.
Up by 6 with 10 minutes to play, Denver decided to go with a conservative offensive approach.
Give me your 2 best runs with CJ. Come back with this ball right
In the biggest game of the year, the Broncos took the ball out of the hands of one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history.
Their defense was very impressive and gave us fits all night. We all want to have that, 31-0 lead. It just hasn't been us.
We've been in these games all season, though. All these type of grinded out games, close games, and with the defense we had, we just had to, do what we could to protect the football. We got a pretty good shot at winning this game.
That's the game you got to play the rest of the way out as long as we hold them.
I'm just so proud of him for buying in. He knew he was on a good football team, and he just knew that he'd go out there and do his part. This team had a chance to win a championship.
Manning not ready for the snap yet. Changing the play.
There's the beauty of Peyton Manning. How many times have we seen that?
Our quarterback checked out of the pass.
Manning is smart. I mean, his arm may not be as live as it once was, but he knows when to just get on the football and not try to make a heroic statement.
I didn't like the look. Yeah.
Manning's evolution has mirrored that of former Broncos quarterback John Elway. When Elway was in his prime, he too carried his teams to victory with his arm. But as he got older, Elway allowed the running game and defense to take center stage. By doing so, number 7 rode off into the sunset with a pair of Lombardi trophies. In Super Bowl 32, Elway was 12 of 22 for 123 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. In Super Bowl 50, Manning's line was nearly identical, 13 of 23 for 141 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Let's go! Let's go, come on. Hey, let's go. One drive, baby.
Let's go, man. Hey, that game's out there if we want it now. We do want it. Let's go out there and get it now.
The Broncos left it to their defense to hold a 6-point lead. Throughout the playoffs, Von Miller had been the Broncos' best pass rusher. With a championship on the line, Miller delivered the turning point of Super Bowl 50.
Come on, D. Lock up, focus. I'll look at what them did all year. Focus.
4:16 to play. Super Bowl 50 getting tense.
Come on, dude. Come on, baby. Come on. One time.
3rd and 9. Will Denver pressure here? They rush 4. In the pocket is Newton. He pumps the ball's knocked out of his hands. It bounces around. Ball still is free. And I think Denver's got it. TJ Ward's got the ball at the Carolina 5-yard line. Von Miller again.
Von Miller against Mike Rimmers one more time.
Rimmers, you did everything you can to go ahead and stop that play, but that was just a persistent Von Miller.
No exotic blitz, no fancy scheme, just simple determination.
Cam Newton decides not to dive in there and
He backed away from it. He jumped away instead of jumping into the pile.
should have dove in, had a chance to recover it.
For Carolina, it wasn't the only missed opportunity on the play.
I had punches, man. Damn, I was going to punches.
Cam Newton had wide receiver Devin Funchess open on a deep corner route. But just as Newton was about to fire downfield, Miller knocked the ball loose, preventing a big play that may have ultimately changed the outcome of the game.
You have to change that autograph, Super Bowl. Let's do this.
We talked before the game about the possibility of a defensive player becoming the MVP of this game. Von Miller is making his case with 4 minutes to go.
Miller was eventually named MVP thanks in part to his strip sack. But a closer look reveals that the play couldn't have counted. During the scramble, Miller may have illegally batted the ball toward the Panthers' end zone. If the infraction was called, Carolina would have maintained possession, and the Broncos would have been penalized 10 yards. It could have been Panthers ball, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. But at full speed, with bodies flying, it was nearly impossible for referee Clete Blakeman to see the illegal bat. To win a championship, the bounces have to go your way. Even T.J. Ward's recovery was a product of luck. When the ball was on the ground, Ward was a long way from the scrum. Instead of sprinting to join the fray, Ward decided to celebrate a Broncos recovery that hadn't happened yet. But the partying paid off. When the ball popped loose, the late-arriving Ward was in perfect position to pounce. Thanks to Von Miller and some good fortune, the Broncos were on the verge of winning Super Bowl 50.